Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be creating some almost like 90s nostalgic witchy inspired nails. So I don't know about you, but when I was younger I had like stippled walls in my bedroom, so they were almost like cloudy and I loved them and it's so nostalgic, so I'm kind of doing that on these nails. So I'm going in with Ocean Depths and I'm just doing 2 coats of this, so I've got a nice opaque base to work on, and then we're going to add some cloudy textures to it as well. Now that's cured, I'm taking Ultra Matte Coat and mattifying the nail because I'm going to go in with some sponging. This will just help it to stick rather than having a really shiny background. I've managed to get like a little bit of glitter or dust or something in this nail and it's absolutely doing my nut in because it's taken me ages to get it out, so I do apologise, it's taken me a little while just to put this coat on, just because I'm trying to get rid of that before it goes in the lamp. Next I'm taking Guilt Trip, and if you've watched my videos before, Guilt Trip is actually like my favourite colour that we actually sell, I'll be honest with you. And I'm not like a blue person, but I just really love this colour. Not sure what it is, just love it. So I'm just going in with that sponge and I'm just adding on a bit of a random texture across the nail, and this is just going to look like clouds in the end. So I'm going to cure that and then just go back in with a few different layers of it just to kind of spread it about, make it a bit more dense in some places, a little bit more spread out and feathered as well. You can see as I'm building up those layers just how good it looks and how kind of cloudy it is. So once that's cured, I'm taking Ultra Matte Coat and going back over the nail just to give it a matte background while I do some detail work on it. Once that's cured, I'm going to be mixing top coat with one of our chrome pigments, and this is a little hack for you. So if you want to do line work in a chrome but you don't want to have to go over it in a top coat because it can be really faffy, you can mix one of our chrome pigments with some top coat. It's not going to be as super slick and shiny as chrome, it's still going to have like a little bit of that gritty texture to it. But for this kind of look, I think it really works. But it just means that I don't have to go back over with top coat to seal it all in the end. We do also have a silver gel polish pigment that works almost like chrome, but you would still need to seal that in as well. So this is just my little hack for you. So I'm just going in with a long fine detail brush and I'm creating a sun, but it's a bit more of a stylized sun, so it's just going to be a line for the spherical bit of the sun, and then I'm going to do some like wiggly lines for the sun rays. So I'm just making sure that's the right thickness and nice and smooth and even as well. And then I'm just doing these wiggly lines coming out from that. And that's just going to make it look like a sun symbol rather than the actual sun, if that makes sense. I'm just going back in and adding some thicker parts to those lines as well. I just think it helps it stand out a little bit more. I have created a full set of these so you can see what they'll look like. So all of them have a slightly different background, and for this one I'm just going in and I'm just making some stars. So if you see my videos before, you'll know how I make these stars, but if you haven't, just add a dot and pull them up, down and to the sides, and it just makes a twinkly star for you. Really simple, especially if you struggle with nail art or you just want something really simple and delicate. Once they're on, I'm just going to add some dots as well to make it extra twinkly. Once that one's cured, I'm going in and just adding a moon, like a crescent moon on this next one. And I actually find moons really difficult to get even. So doing circles or semicircles on nails are a bit of a pain in the bum. So don't worry, it might take you a little while, but just try your best. You can always wipe it off if it goes a little bit wrong. That's usually what happens with me, and then I just do it again. And with this one, I've just gone in with a thin line and then started to thicken it up, and this makes it easier rather than mapping out the outline of the moon and getting it wrong like that. This just makes it easier to correct it. I'm just going in and adding some stars and dots on this one as well too. Now that one's done, I'm going in and just doing some more stars on this one. So basically the pointer finger and the ring finger are going to be the same kind of design, just in different places. And then again, just adding in some dots. And for the final nail, I'm going to be creating some clouds, and this is the simplest way to create clouds. Literally take a dotting tool and put one dot at the top and then just make it wider as you go down, and that's as easy as it is. Like, it's really hard to do it wrong, to be honest. And I'm just going to add some stars on here too. And finally, just some dots. I'm going to pop all them into cure, and there we have it, guys. Literally, you don't even have to top coat them because they're all done now. How easy is that? I think they've turned out so cute. These are absolutely my style of nails. I love anything a little bit witchy but also very girly and cute. And like I say, it reminds me of my childhood bedroom. I had this like cloudy stippled blue wall, and I had goldy yellow suns and moons and stars all over it. It was really cute. Anyway, if you want any of the products that I've used today, they'll be linked down below. I'd love to know what you think and what you want to see next, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.